Hey, week one has just ended. It's Friday. Got all my work submitted so I can have the weekend off. Just wanted to share a couple of thoughts from the week. So we're taking two classes right now, 281 and 282. And I had about 18 hours on my timer for all the work for both of those. So that's right in line with what they told us to estimate. 281 is interesting. We're talking about kind of organizational theory and how change can be made in an organization, what that looks like, how to connect organizational theory to the actual users instead of just having it be theory. Obviously, it's all new ideas to me, so I don't have any deep thoughts on it, so I'll leave it at that. The other class is design and prototype, and we're actually taking a project from start to finish. So we all picked a website that would be difficult for a disadvantaged user like blind, elderly, English as a second language, any of that kind of stuff that they would have difficulty using. We each picked our own page or site, and now we're working through the process of identifying the issues, redesigning it. So it's kind of an iterative thing. Week by week, we're building this portfolio item. Well, hopefully it's a portfolio item. Guess it needs to turn out good first. That's been a great class. That's probably more my style. The 281 is some heavy reading this week. Not necessarily a lot, but just really dense stuff. And for me, I have to read that stuff so slow to get any understanding out of it. So it's mentally taxing. The design and prototype class is much more hands-on, a little lighter on the theory. As far as things that are difficult right now, I would say the lack of in-person or even Zoom interaction, because the only live lecture we have right now is once a week for 281, and this week it was a guest lecturer, so that's a little different. But I realized that we had one of my classmates organize us a design justice Zoom call every 2 weeks, and we did our first one this week. And besides being an interesting topic that I know very little about, it was just so good to be able to be there with people who are interested in the same thing and actually have a dialogue about it versus posting responses online and then me responding to their responses. Like, that has a place too, but I think I will do a lot better if I can have some actual verbal dialogue with my classmates about what we're reading, and just it helps me to digest a lot. So I'm poking around on Discord and Slack, seeing if we can form a group and maybe do that on a regular basis, just to help us synthesize all the information we're getting, because it's a lot. But I gotta tell you, I've made time for this in my schedule, as I've said in other videos, so it's not like I'm working 40 or 50 hours plus this. So I'm fortunate to be able to cut back on my work, so my life isn't insane time-wise, and it's enjoyable right now. I mean, it's a lot of learning and stretching my mind, but it's exactly where I want to be, and the stuff we're learning is great. So that's my summary for the week.